Good morning and welcome to the Delco Show. This is Fiore, Executive Director of Delaware County's Brandywine Conference and Visitors Bureau, and you are listening to the Delco Show on Radio Philly. The Delco Show is brought to you by the Delaware County Chamber of Commerce. We have a returning guest on our show today, and hopefully third time's the charm, because I don't know, Stephen, was he boring the first two times, or... No, Anton, I tease you. But he did bring along his delightful sidekick. So let me introduce to you from Delightful Detail, a custom embroidery and promotional products company, Anton Dell'Orefice, and his delightful and detailed wife, Christina. Again, welcome back, Anton, to the Delco Show.
Thank you, Tori.
And thank you for showing up, because it's a pleasure to meet you, Christina.
Thank you.
No, thank you, believe it or not. Anyway, we've learned about your company the last two times you were here. We know how you got into it. We know all that stuff and everything. But I'm going to start this out with Christina, if you don't mind, Anton. And even if you do mind, that's just tough, okay? Because I'm talking to her first. What do you do for Delightful Detail, Christina?
Everything.
And everything includes?
I actually do production on embroidery. I work the machine and stand there and put the items on the machine. I also am customer service. People come in, they meet me, they speak with me.
Thank God for small favors. No wonder your business is doing well. If she's your front person, my word. Well, I mean, do you design any of this stuff too, Christina?
I do designs on the embroidery software. If people are requesting their names be put on something such as a blanket, I sit down and do the design for them, present it to them, and they agree to it.
Do you have a background in that at all, or did you have to learn all this?
I did have to learn. I definitely have on-the-job training.
Okay. Are you originally from Delco?
Absolutely.
God bless you, a Delco gal.
Yes, I cannot leave. It's true.
Good. Well, as I've said it more than once. I've said it 100 times on this program. You can take the boy and girl out of Delco, but you can't take the Delco out of the boy and girl.
You cannot.
Where were you born and grew up?
Lived in different sections of Upper Darby. Was born in Philadelphia.
Well,
in the hospital.
Okay. We all were,
yeah.
for some one reason or another.
And then different sections of Upper Darby. Short time in Alden. Ended up in Springfield. Got married and lived in Philadelphia. And when we moved to the suburbs, it was back to Delaware County.
Good for you. Because I know, Anton, you're a Delco guy through and through, right?
That's right.
So what did you move into Philly for? Nothing against Philly.
No, it's something you do when you're young, to experience it.
Yeah, you know what? I guess you're right, but with me having family that lived in South Philly, since Brooklyn was a prairie, we spent a lot of time downtown. So, it was just a normal thing for us. My father, when we were in grade school, my father would either put us in a cab coming out of Holy Spirit School, with my mother, of course, or come home from work. He was an insurance agent, and pick us up, and we would spend the weekend, if we didn't have anything going on in Delaware County, downtown in South Philly, and had a blast. It was a circus down there, way back when. So it was a lot of fun. Where'd you go to school?
I went to Catholic school, so I went to Holy Cross, and then Sacred Heart in Clifton Heights, and then O'Hara.
Okay. Right.
And then remained in Delco because I went to Widener University.
Well, I was going to ask, the extended education. Okay, good. What was your degree in?
English.
I love English majors. I really, really do. I wanted to be an English major, really, when I graduated high school in 1968. But my father decided to drop dead that year, so that went out the window. But English, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? I've got a show coming up in the near future with a gentleman who's the head of the Delco Library Systems.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to talking to him. And I do crossword puzzles. They're wonderful. your own vocabulary you're learning every day is something new you're learning.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you never, did you use that at all for teaching or anything, or?
Not for teaching. I went into similar to what I'm doing now, in a way, writing brochures, writing press releases,
sure.
creating flyers,
Yeah.
speech writing.
Yeah. So you're a good speller and you handle punctuation. You still believe in punctuation?
Absolutely. Yes.
If I have to send a text message, I still use punctuation. And it may take time, but that's where my head is.
And correct grammar.
Oh.
Always.
Yeah, and I don't even bother with the autocorrect. I just, but you can get in a lot of trouble with autocorrect. A lot of trouble. But, continuing on, I mean, it's nice to get that background information on you. Are you still doing the brochure stuff, writing brochures and everything? Do you guys do brochures, I guess?
We do create brochures. I will proofread and edit things because every once in a while something does slip through the cracks.
Oh, you're right. And sometimes you got to have different eyes 3 or 4 times to proofread because you just become numb after a while and you're just missing the obvious.
Yes, and that does happen with people do approve things. It comes across and it may be something that just jumps out at me glaring, and something not capitalized in their name, for instance.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And if you were T.S. Eliot, that wouldn't matter, right?
Right.
Okay. You are an English major.
Or E.E. Cummings.
There you go. You are an English major. Anton.
Yes.
It's that time of the year. It's spring.
It is. And we're very excited.
Yes, has sprung. The grass is riz. We wonder where the flowers is. Anything special you should be purchasing now? I just, is there something that's seasonal that people decide to buy?
Well, right now it's spring, so we're going through a lot of 5K spring, the 5K spring T-shirts. We're making a lot of them, and we're making a lot of beach items for companies.
Oh, yeah.
So beach towels, beach bags, beach balls, and frisbees for people to give out.
Oh, okay. So they want it ready for the summer,
right?
For when they hand it to their employees or potential, business partners or whatever the case may be.
Yes, and it's also employee recognition. If you do well, you have this, you get this, and that makes everybody jealous. Oh, you got one.
Sure.
So as a business,
I got a beach towel and you didn't.
Right. As a business owner, you have that little bit of competition. You spend that little bit of money, and you really make out because the employees are going for it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So, things are crunching together almost like every year and everything, and specifically the way people advertise these days. You see advertising for Christmas that's starting in October. You haven't even done Halloween or Thanksgiving yet, for crying out loud. What are you thinking? So, we're getting close to school coming back. No sooner you're done, people are thinking about getting the little brats back in school. So, do you do a lot of business, Christina, with the back to school stuff, even this early in like July and everything?
Yes, because it gives people a chance to figure out what they want to use, what they want to give, and their personal preferences. They can figure all that out, and then when they make their decision, time has lapsed and it's getting closer to back to school, and then they don't have to rush it if they do it planning ahead a couple of weeks out.
Well, now, are you talking about the schools themselves, like the schools themselves that are buying product for the coming season, school year, whatever, their athletic teams? You can go on and on and on. Or are you talking about individuals?
It's a combination of, we do have...
Oh, right there. Do you know your eyes are exactly the color of that shirt? They match up well. Wow. I just noticed that. That is a great color to go with those eyes, young lady. Anyway, Anton, by the time this half hour is done, folks, Anton's going to smack me, I'm telling you right now. But I got big Stephen E. Kessler II here, big boy, okay? Don't let him fool you, even with the bad haircut. Anyway, let's go back to this back to school stuff.
So it's a combination. We do have people who plan the spirit wear for the sports that are coming in the fall. So it may be the athletic directors or even some of the moms who volunteer. They're on the sidelines. They know that they're watching their children play fall soccer, football. They know that they need a place to sit. There's not always bleachers. So they come to us and say, what do you have to offer? We have stuff such as collapsible chairs, bleacher cushions, and those all can be customized with the name of the team, or even if they want their own kids' names on it.
Yeah.
Even sponsors all over the place.
Sponsors.
Yeah.
Right. Now I'm gonna throw something out there, and I don't know. This is a freebie. I'm just leaving it up to you. My son, when he got out of college, he had a degree in criminal justice. He was a reservist Marine, played football, wrestled, did all. So he was a perfect recruit for the Glen Mills School. You're familiar with the Glen Mills School?
Yes.
What was fascinating is that all of their teachers, administrators, supervisors, whatever you want to call them, they never had to buy a piece of clothing to teach. Everything was given to them with the Glen Mills logo, whatever sport they were dealing with, all that. I'm talking from hats to sneakers. It was just amazing what they were doing there. You may want to just give them...
We're on their bid package. Bid package.
All right, I take it back, okay? Think I'm giving you a freebie, and here we go. Fine.
I have to work all of Delco, not just where I work.
Oh, no, I don't argue that with you. Oh, how is that new location? Last time we spoke, you moved to a new location. How's that working out?
It's fantastic. Fantastic. We have a nice amount of people coming in, and people are just stopping in and bringing in things that we wouldn't normally have done. Bags, one-up bags, things like that. But what's nice about it is that we're getting a lot of the blue collar at lunchtime. So people I wouldn't be normally in front of, like say a tile maker, they're coming in and ordering shirts for all their guys.
Very nice.
And it is nice.
Are they trying to match their eyes?
Not like this.
Okay, fine. All right. You knew that already, didn't you? Okay. What are they? But they're just walking in out of the blue. Do they have an idea of what they're looking for? Is there a trend going on?
There's trends.
Hey! I'm looking at her.
Yeah, the contractors come in. They're usually looking for clothing that changes seasonally, especially if they're outdoor contractors. So when the weather's warmer, they're looking for T-shirts that they can work in without getting too sweaty. It starts to cool down. They need hoodies, windbreakers, gear that they can work in the rain in, hats. The good thing is we have a sign right outside of our storefront, and it's on Baltimore Pike, and we're close to a traffic light. It's great advertising.
It's good footprint. Yeah,
yes.
Great footprint. And we're having a lot of remediation work done on the outside of our house, going from stucco to a Harvey's cement siding, which is great. But these guys started in early February when it was cold as hell out, and they were straight through right now. They're almost done, but every one of them there was anywhere from 6 to 10 guys there at any given time every day, and they all had 5-star remediation. All their clothing said that on it, from the hoodies and everything, the sweatshirts and whatnot, to the T-shirts they're wearing now. So it does run that gamut, doesn't it?
It does, and that's great advertising for them.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Anton Dell'Orefice and his delightful wife Christina from Delightful Detail, Custom Embroidery and Promotional Products. You can check them out at Anton at delightfuldetail.com. Is there another email address they can use, Anton?
Christina.
CHR? CHRISTINA at delightfuldetail.com. This is the Delco Show. I'm Tori Fiore. We will be right back. Welcome back to the Delco Show. I'm Tori Fiore, and you're listening to the Delco Show on iRadio Philly. The Delco Show, as you all know by now, is sponsored by the Delaware County Chamber of Commerce. We are speaking with Anton Dell'Orefice and Christina Dell'Orefice from Delightful Detail, a custom embroidery and promotional products company. You can check them out at their website, delightfuldetail.com, or give them a call at 610-358-5783. You want it, they got it. They don't have it, they'll find it for you. I got Anton. I'm sorry, let me retract that. I have Christina now looking for a replica SEPTA trolley for me for an event that we're doing in October. So, and the trolley's coming down the road here, right, Stephen? Which causes some audio problems with all the big cable and everything that runs down here, guys. So, anyway, Christina, Anton, welcome back to the Delco Show. Do products that you provide, and I call them tchotchkes, and there's not too many people that can spell tchotchkes. I sometimes am one of them. If I don't have a hangover, I could spell it. I can't spell it right now. Anyway, wait a minute before I forget. Our sponsors, Primo Hoagies, who brings us lunch every Wednesday when we do the Delco Show, right here on Baltimore Pike in beautiful Media. They do a great job. We get 3 hoagies every week on a Wednesday. They provide us with, even though we're not union, they give us lunch. The hoagies are fantastic, and it's a surprise every week. And Katie, the wonderful receptionist here, see how I'm segueing right into Headroom? At Headroom, also gets one of the hoagies, so she doesn't bring lunch on Wednesdays. She expects a Primo hoagie that she loves also. And Headroom is where we are broadcasting from. Headroom is a facility that rents office space, conference rooms, state-of-the-art conference rooms, to individuals who are looking for space that they don't have, whether they're working out of their homes, a small, tiny office somewhere, or they just want to get away from everybody. And for $25 an hour, you can rent a small room and stay there all day, and it's worth every penny of it to get away from the miscreants and the Neanderthals you sometimes have to work with. So check out Headroom. It's a great place, very reasonable prices, annual memberships, yearly, 24-hour-a-day access, 7 days a week, I think, or you can do it by the hour, a scheduled full day. I mean, they have all sorts of plans available. So that's Headroom, and check them out, folks. Is it, Stephen, headroom.net, correct? Correct. So again, thank you, Primo, and thank you, Headroom, for your sponsorships. Getting back to what I was going to say, you would think that tchotchkes are tchotchkes, and tchotchkes would never change. They're just tchotchkes.
Well, they change with technology.
I wasn't done asking the question yet.
It was a long pause. I had to take it.
That was a pregnant pause. You're starting to piss me off, Christina. Okay, let's go with that. Technology.
So technology changes constantly, and we are moving forward with flash drives, and the flash drives move into other things like
logos, flash drives?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. We did the Chambers flash drives.
I don't work for the Chamber. I do this for free out of the kindness of my heart.
And you have a good heart.
You damn right I do. I'm special and people like me.
That's right.
What's the line? Doggone it. John Lovitz. Was it?
No, it was Stuart Smalley.
Well, Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Al Franken.
Al Franken, that's right. Wow, you're not as young as you look, sweetie. Either that or mommy and daddy let you watch TV at a very young age. By the way, your eyes are adorable too.
Thank you.
Okay, Anton? Yeah.
The tables have turned.
Anyway, I'm in touch with my feminine side, okay, just to let you know that. Well, what are some of the current popular items that are going now? I mean, the technology, flash drives,
Flash drives, everything for that can fit on a smartphone.
mini calculators, baby calculators.
We haven't seen those baby calculators in a long time. Everybody's got a calculator on a phone.
I'll go to hell. All right. But, what else?
Little screen wipes for the phones. We have on the end of pens now are styluses. So reinvented the pen.
Touchy things.
Yes. So now
Okay.
you can touch the screen, which works great for women who have nails,
Let me see that.
or men who have big fingers who can't hit the small keys.
Welcome to my world. Interesting. I'm not even going to tell you what that feels like, but it's interesting. How about that? Okay. All right. Anything else?
Everything that surrounds the smartphone can also be fun. Like we sell guitar picks that attach to where the headphones go in. So where the headphones go in now, the guitar picks on there, and you have a little plaything.
Oh. Well, he said it, Christina. You and I are just laughing here. Speak for yourself, John Alden. My word. Okay. But then there's the standard items all year round, right?
Yes, there is.
I mean, if we get away from team jackets and stuff like that.
Calendars are big.
Yeah. And why is that? Because, Anton, everybody's got calendars on their cell phone.
They do, but for some reason they want calendars all over the place. They want calendars that are on top of
It's a touchy-feely thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just
They want
like
it on their wall.
newspapers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
I was out of town up in beautiful Penn State University for a couple of days at a conference. And they don't have the Philadelphia Inquirer up there. They've got the Washington Post. Live is beyond me, but they don't have the Inquirer. Anyway, I tried reading it because I didn't bring my laptop. I tried reading it on my phone. It just doesn't cut it. It's not the same thing. It's weird. It's just, God didn't create it to do that. You need a paper to read and to hold on to with your coffee in the morning. That's all I'm going to say about that. How much of your work, I mean, I know you have corporations and businesses and schools and all that sort of stuff and everything. How much do you do with nonprofits?
We deal with nonprofits.
All right, you don't have to get nasty about it. Whoa, don't sit back and go, we do it. I'm asking.
One of the biggest.
I wasn't accusing you of not.
No, one of the bigger is 4-H. One of our nonprofits that we deal with. So we handle all 4-H Delaware County.
Well, you and your wife are involved in 4-H, right?
Yeah.
Now, is it your children?
Yes.
Yes.
What do they do? I find this a fast. I mean, we had a young lady here, Devin. Yes, who was on a few months ago, and she was a delight talking to. But I mean, what do the kids do with 4-H? Now you have, is it 3 girls?
We have 4 girls.
4 girls.
4 girls.
All right, that's enough. Okay, no more. All right, I had a number for a doctor to call you. For you to
I already
call.
talked to him.
Good, fine.
He told me what was wrong. He must cut it out.
That's fine. There you go. Okay. Boy, she just got a smile on her face. Anyway, sorry about that. We're pigs, okay? So we're just pigs.
The 4-H, our daughters are involved with the Sheep Club, the Garden Club, the Bee Club, and the Pig Club. Is that it?
And they're also champion archers.
And
So
archery.
They came in first place last year for 5-county region.
Really?
With the recurve bow.
Now, how old are they?
12, 10, 8, and 7.
I don't know about putting a bow and arrow in a kid's hand at that age. That could be dangerous.
The thing about the 4-H, their involvement with it is teaching them responsibility, discipline, They also learn to speak in public because all of these things are taught through 4-H. They have to get up and explain what they're doing. They have to explain their involvement with the club, and they have responsibilities.
Now, what got you two interested in? Were you involved when you were kids in 4-H?
No,
So, what got you involved? I mean, you live in Springfield still?
no.
Cheney.
Cheney. All right. Well, you're out in the farm country there, but that doesn't seem like it's the ultimate reason why. But
Yeah, Anton was the
Started
one.
with chickens. We were looking to get chickens.
It all starts
and,
with chickens.
and we started looking at things, and next thing we came across 4-H, and we started looking at it, and it became an option at age 8, and we started moving forward, and the girls just took off.
okay, I have two questions, and first question is for you, Anton, and Stephen E. Kessner II, because Stephen E. Kessner is also a farmer. He raises alpacas,
Okay.
and he's got pigs. But you're saying that both of you started with chickens?
Yeah.
Well, then who better than to ask this question? All right, what came first? Huh? Well, I'm waiting for an answer.
The chicken.
Okay, fine, the chicken. I'll go with that. Anyway, now I forgot what the hell the second question was.
The reality is chickens are the gateway drug.
For the
Yeah,
rest
fine.
of it.
Yeah. I know what I was going to say. So it's we'll get back to your business in a second, okay? They can find it on your website, all right? DelightfulDetail.com. Anything you need to know about Anton and Christina is right there, okay? Anyway, except for the chickens. So it's a growing experience. It's a hobby, and it's fun, and it's an education experience, all wrapped into one.
Yes.
That's fascinating.
It's like a college degree over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 8-year-olds. It's amazing.
I can imagine kids would have a blast with that. Would have absolute. More people should think about it because it's just wonderful.
I grew up in Delaware County, did not know it existed. It's in Newtown Square. There's a farm
Yeah.
and has the animals there because I thought it was a Midwest thing. You had to have your own farm that you were involved with 4-H, but in Delaware County, there's a farm for children to go to and
Yeah.
learn all these things.
Yeah. No, I think
It's
that's
interesting.
I think that's wonderful. All right, so we were talking about nonprofits. Do a lot with 4-H because of your involvement with it. Your kids go there and everything. Anybody else specifically you want to mention, or?
Well, we do. Right now, we're getting T-shirts together for the youth leadership, the YLA Academy. We're doing that. I'll be speaking there for them. We do things like that. We're more than willing to help out.
Okay. Last but not least, because we got about a minute 40 seconds left here. We talk about new equipment, new technology all the time and everything. I know my wife, who was a retired high school teacher, home economics, can't cook but can sew like a son of a gun. She used to do all the costuming for the school, for the plays, and she used what was a Poma machine, which was a multi-threaded machine that could do multiple colors all at once to create these emblems, whatever, designs, or whatever it is. Any new equipment that you've got unveiling that's going to make the job easier or anything like that?
We just got a brand new vinyl cutter. So that means that we are able to do one-up T-shirts. So if you came in with something and said it's a Tory thing you wouldn't understand, we could make that shirt right there on the spot.
Oh, a lot of people want that shirt. A lot of people want that shirt. Okay, so you keep growing as your business grows, the technology grows, you keep expanding to offer bigger, better services, more efficient and quicker.
Yes.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, 45 seconds left here. Delightful Detail, custom embroidery and promotional products, Anton Dell'Orefice and Christina Dell'Orefice. You can check them out at delightfuldetail.com or give them a call at 610-358-5783, located conveniently on Baltimore Pike in Concord Township.
Concordville, yes.
Right, in Concordville, very close to the fire company, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
Check them out. Guys, great having you with us today, especially you, Christina.
Thank you.
This is 2 pages of my diary when I go home tonight, I'm telling you. You're listening to the Delco Show on iRadio Philly. I'm Tori Fiore. See you next week.